Hey everyone, this is Jay. I offer today's practice in service of engaging in difficult conversations and conflict. Feel free to engage with this practice individually or communally, including with folks you are or may end up in conflict with. Before we begin, though, I'll provide some framework for us to ground into. Before we do that, though, let's just take a moment to release some tension. So, go ahead and wiggle. Go ahead and dance. Go ahead and shake your body. Or stretch, whatever feels good for you. Allow your body to take up some room. Maybe stretch out towards the sky. Allow your arms to swing or your legs to swing. We'll just do that for the next few seconds. Also taking account of your breath. As you move, can you breathe in a nice big inhale and let it go with a big exhale. All right. On your own time and pace, I would invite you to start to slow down just a little. Go ahead and feel your feet or your hips making contact with any surface that you're sitting or standing or laying down on. And let's take a moment to feel into that surface. Can you feel that surface holding you? Take a look around the space you are in, if that's accessible to you. Take a breath all the way in and let it go all the way out. Twist your body so that you move or look up and down, left over your shoulder and right over your shoulder. Is there something in your line of sight or something nearby that is pleasurable for you to look at or touch? Come back to that anytime you need during this practice or during any time of conflict. Now I invite us to take another breath in. Let it expand your belly as you inhale, and let your belly collapse as you exhale. I invite you to keep that breath going as I share this framework for today's practice. The more we stay connected to how our bodies are feeling and reacting to each other, the kinder we can be to both ourselves and to each other. Let's use this time together to prepare our bodies to engage in conversations with one another, some of which may be challenging. Let's settle our bodies together so that we can open ourselves up to better understanding each other. Everything here is truly an invitation. If I say or suggest something and you notice resistance, just notice that. Try not to judge it. Let's get curious together. This is a space to practice listening to the wisdom of your own body and not overriding your impulses and your intuition. Your no is as important as your yes. This is a space to practice listening to your no's and your yeses. When it feels inaccessible to tune into your body, consider tuning into any senses available to you. Anything that you might be able to see, or hear, or touch, or taste, or smell. Use that to orient yourself back to the present time and the present place. If you do end up tuning into your body, and at any point you start getting overwhelmed, come back to the room, come back to your senses. A reminder that our bodily responses are survival responses. We can acknowledge them and we can learn to let them pass through when they aren't serving us. Here's an example. Thank you, anxiety, for alerting me and trying to keep me safe. But I'm okay. I don't need you to tighten my jaw right now. Our bodies have capacity to hold things that our minds get overwhelmed by. Less is more. Slow is fast. We can make room in our nervous systems to hold things easier and let them flow. We are already holding them. So how can we hold them differently? All right. Thank you all for listening to that framework. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm now going to drop us in to a practice of some affirmations to hopefully ease times and conversations of conflict. So go ahead and get settled in whatever way that works for your body right now. Whatever position is going to be the most comfortable for you in this moment. And notice if you can breathe into these statements. Notice when you stop breathing. Notice when your breathing shifts. And again, try not to judge. Just notice what's present and alive for you right now. I can slow down. I can take a breath. I can let silence exist. I can hold dual truths. My truths are not the same as others. I cannot fix anything for anyone other than myself. I cannot convince anyone of anything. I am grateful for the gift of feedback. And I can love and be loved. I, like all humans, cause harm. I, like all humans, cause harm. I can be accountable for the harm that I cause. I can be accountable for the harm that I cause. I can trust myself. I can be true to myself. I can forgive myself. And I can love myself. I am grateful for the capacity to hold complexity, complication, and nuance. Let's take another slow breath in and release it all the way from your head down through your toes. Another breath in, letting it wash over you and travel like a wave all the way down and out through your arms and your fingertips. Another breath in to fill up your rib cage and your belly and your heart space. And an exhale to move anything along that needs more space. I am grateful for the capacity to hold complexity, complication, and nuance. May some part of this serve you all in your conflict and difficult conversations. To remember to love yourselves and be with each other in the complexity. To be with each other's bodies and to slow down so that we can truly hear each other. And remember to take care of you and listen to your own body wisdom. Whenever you're ready, maybe start to come back into your space. Maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers. Start to look around the room, twist your body. Find that thing that you liked to look at or touch. Come back to it, see if it can give you some comfort. Thank you all so much for taking this time out of your day.